What's up everyone, this is Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast. Today we'll be unboxing and taking a look at one of Hot Wheels' latest Silver Line series. This is a wave dedicated to all BMW. So BMW cars, very popular, the Silver series, very popular. I was crazy surprised to find these all at a local Walmart. I found all 5, so of course I snatched them up. So retail on these is like right around $4. It's like $3.79 or $3.89, something like this. But these cars are like just slightly below premium. So they don't have rubber tires, but there is a mix of metal body, metal chassis. They have unique card art, and then the wheels and some of the other things are unique to the line as well. So first thing we'll touch on is the card art. This line probably has some of the best card art of any Hot Wheels series probably ever released. It is just spectacular. The way they did it, this is a poster I would buy, and it just looks amazing. They did such a good job with the graphics, the BMW logo down the side, or the wording, the BMW colors, and the car graphic itself just looks so good. They just knock this line out of the park every time, and it just seems like they keep getting better. So this one, full of BMW castings, and there's really not a bad casting in the line. So we're going to go through them, take a look at each of them, and then unbox them. So first off, we have the beautiful BMW M1. Fun fact, according to my research online, the BMW M1, back when this came out, debuted as a casting in like 1982, 1983, was actually the first BMW casting Hot Wheels ever released. So we got a little bit of BMW history here today in this casting. Now this one was retooled like 2011, 2012, and it's been almost 10 years since we've seen this in any line. So it's really cool to get the M1 in this line, especially in this beautiful orange color. I'm very excited to open that one up. Absolutely just killer start to this. So next up, we have the 2016 BMW M2. Again, look at that amazing card art. This one in a very bright, that like gold green color. They really did a good job on this. This casting is pretty cool. They've done a good job on previously like released versions of this one, and this one should be no different. It just looks good, and again, the card art looks amazing. So next up, we have probably one of the biggest stars of this line, the 1992 BMW M3. So this is a pretty popular casting. The card art on this one is probably my favorite. It just looks so realistic. Very good. This is one, if they did make a poster of this, I would buy. I really wish Hot Wheels would start making some of the card art available in posters, like that you could just buy this whole collection as like a mini poster series or something, because it's just so good, especially if you like BMWs. But this one, I think in particular, just looks amazing. So good casting, great, those white, you know, classic BMW, the red, the dark blue, and the lighter blue. This one has really nice wheels on it. We don't get to see these wheels too often. The 6-spoke wheels, they're a little tiny, but they look great. So this one should be an excellent one to open, even though we're probably going to destroy that awesome card art. Next up, the BMW M4. Again, look at that card art. They did a really nice job on all the liveries on this one. This one, it varies a little bit from the card art though. You can see the card looks like a more brighter blue, and then when you go down here, it's like a very dark navy. So this one is a little bit different from the card. To me, all the rest of them match more closely, but this is the one that's like a little bit off from that. So we'll take a look at it, open it up. And then lastly, we have the 2001 BMW M5. Again, I'm a big fan of sedans, so this will be one of my favorites of the line. I think this is the first time we're getting this in the Silver series, but it still retains its metal chassis, as you can see here. All the rest of them, I believe, are plastic chassis. But when we open them up, we'll take a closer look. But this one's really cool in a nice silver color, and they all have that red, blue, and blue BMW theme with them. So again, look at that card art. It's so good. Card art is amazing on these. So let's go ahead and open these up. We will open them up in order 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then here is the first one. There, oh snap, look at that. There is the card art on the back to see the whole lineup, and there you can see the barcode if you're into that, but I'm really looking forward to this. All right, so let's go ahead and bust open the first one, the BMW M1. Again, some of these, it's like the card art is so good, I don't even want to bust them open. They just look so good. This is like one of those sets that you might have to try to buy 2 of just to keep it one in the package because of the art. Just, I mean, it looks so good. I wish I could like rip this off without doing it. But like if you look at that, the card art goes down, like it shows the color, like all 3 BMW colors on there. Like tell me that wouldn't make like a good little mini poster, like a art set. It looks so good. All right, let's take a look at this M1. So Really nice casting. This has been retooled, but this line does offer basically just a hint under premium quality. So we get full tampos all the way around. We don't get rubber tires, but we do get special like tires to or wheels to the silver line. Here we have the 5 spokes. I've said this before, I'm not a huge fan of the chrome, the extra like chrome, I guess you call it lip or just like ring around it. But this one actually pulls it off quite well. I think it fits in with the era of this car. But the orange paint on this is very nice. This is probably one of the higher quality paint jobs I've seen on a Hot Wheel in some time. Even the premium ones we just opened had a lot. They're like tons of orange peel, especially on that Lamborghini LM002 that we just opened from the Fast and the Furious line. That was what, $2 or $3 more than this, and this paint job is definitely way better than that one. But as like I said, you can see full tampos all the way around. You have marker lights here in the back. Those are printer style graphics, so you have little BMW logos on each side. It says M1 there. It does have the Hot Wheels logo there in the center. It's not the greatest. You have taillights. The taillights look fine to me with the printer style graphics. I don't think those look out like too terrible. You have like black painted vents, black fence on the outside or the back, and then you have the BMW logo on the front, which is a little messy, and this one's a touch off center. But then you do have full graphics up front for the grille, and those are the printer style graphics as well. But again, when you're this close, they look a little messy, but then when you hold it back here, you can't even really tell. And I think this one, they actually hide the like pixelation very well. So off to a really solid start with this. This is a really nice casting. This has a plastic chassis there. You can see the dates. It's crazy in 2025 to see a 1982 date on a Hot Wheel, but that's super cool. BMW fans are definitely going to eat this up because this is probably one of the best releases of this car in possibly ever or a very long time. And this color and the quality of the wheels just looks great. So very solid start. All right, 2016 BMW M2. Let's go ahead and pop this one open. All right, I can't remember what color this is officially through BMW, but this casting is pretty nice. To me, it looks a touch large. Like it looks a lot bigger in scale than some of the other ones because this is a pretty much a compact car. Like it's like a, it's definitely not the size of an M5 sedan. So you can see how much larger it is. So that's my only like critique of this casting. Other than that, I think they did a good job with it, and this color is spectacular. So I do like the M Performance. Little like window banner there. I think that looks good. It's a little off, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe it's a little like, I don't know if it's straight, but moving to the front, we have pad printed tampos, it looks like, in the front. At least the headlights are. The kidney bean grills up front. Those still look pad printed tampo style. Same with the BMW logo on the hood. You can see a little bit of paint hiccups there. Even it might be even a little bit in the casting mold on that one. But no side tampos on this one. Then we go in the back, and it does have taillights, the M2, the BMW logo. Those are printer style graphics. So this one is actually a little bit lighter. This one might be, I don't know if it's the worst one overall, but we'll kind of grade them at the end and see which one. But this one isn't blowing me away other than the color. It has the black 5-spoke wheels. It also has a plastic chassis. So casting is good, color very good. As a release, like I'm not thrilled with the wheels and like the fender gap on this one. They probably could have tightened that up a little. So I think the M1 is definitely the stronger of the two we've opened so far. So, all right, the 1992 BMW M3. Oh, it pains me to open this one. Ah, look at that. It still looks good, though. You could almost cut it off right there, and you would never even know. But this looks awesome. So let's take a look at this thing. It's that beautiful white color. I feel like BMWs are known for like this kind of paint scheme. The white with the red, the dark blue, and the light blue. I think that just like fits BMW so well, especially in like video games and pop culture and racing. I think that just looks great on them. And I think everyone agrees with that. It's just universally a good color on BMW. So there are those 6-spoke wheels. We don't get these too often. I can't even remember what the last time this was on. Probably another Silver Series car that I wasn't able to find. But you don't see them too often. The graphics look pretty nice. Those are pad printed tampos on the side. Then we move to the front. Those are printer style graphics. So clearly you can see the difference in the quality. This one, you can definitely tell a little bit more of that like pixelation and some of the wiggliness of the tampos there, because you look over here, look how straight that line is, super sharp, everything looks good, and you go over here and it's like, ooh, not so great. So I don't like that. But again, if you hold it back, you know, if you're looking at it right here, it doesn't look too bad. It's just when you get super close that the tampos really start to bother me. But there are some paint hiccups on that one, which I'm not thrilled about. But I do like the amount of tampos on the front, because they have orange marker lights. They do have tampos at the bottom of like running lights, a little bit of the grille, and then the grille up front itself with the headlights. So that's nice. It does have that black stripe down the hood, which is a tampo, like a, not, of course it's a tampo, like the printer, or not printer style, the pad printed tampos. I'm sorry, the BMW graphic, not great. It's kind of off. It doesn't even say BMW. I don't know what's going on with that one. And then of course, when I was talking about paint issues, there seems to be a lot of paint issues on this one. Just through, like, you can see there, like, I don't know if it's the actual casting itself or it's the paint, but the paint does not look good on the hood there. The rest of the car doesn't look bad though. So let's go to the back. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. So let's go to the back. So those are printer style graphics all over the back. You can see the Hot Wheels logos in the best. And it almost looks like a crack or something in the tampo right there. It almost looks like there is a hair or a crack or something like in the actual clear coat of the tampo on the right side of the taillight, or right side of the license plate there. I don't know what that is, but it looks very odd. The taillights themselves look pretty good. Printer style graphics, they all have a little bit of pixelation to them, but they're not bad. I think some of the lights, like when they fade together like that, they look okay. But this one seems to be having a lot of casting issues. You can see there, like the body mold, like the actual cast, the metal cast, wasn't cleaned up enough. So when they put the paint on, the paint either wasn't thick enough or it was too much body line to cover up with the standard amount of paint. As you can see there, even on the back of the car there, the paint is very thin and it shows that body line. So this one definitely a little bit odd with the paint. Like it looks like it's kind of like balled up there, just kind of runny. Not a very good paint job on this one. So it's unfortunate because this release is awesome. The card art is great, but this one, I'm going to have to say very sadly that the card art looks better than the actual release. So kind of a bummer. I don't know, if you have these cars, let me know if yours has the same type of paint issues or tampo issues, because I'm not a huge fan of that. That kind of looks like garbage. Oh, same with the front there. Not very good. So that one, surprisingly, not going to score a lot of points with that one. So let's hope this M4 is different. So this one, like I said, is probably the first one, or the one that doesn't match the card art to a T. The other ones are pretty similar. The yellow on the M2 was a little bit off, but let's take a look at this one. So really, 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 really shiny paint job. This is a bass boat metallic, straight up. Like, look how much it almost looks like a glitter paint job. It's almost too much for me. I would rather have less metal flake and more just regular paint job. I know this is like a special line, but it's just so much metal flake in there. The graphics on this one are okay. I don't really understand them. I don't know. I guess they're just like abstract, you know, BMW colors, but they're not the greatest. It looks like someone just kind of slapped them on there in like PowerPoint or something. It doesn't look like it was professionally designed, unless I'm missing something. Is this like a callback to a BMW race car or design I don't know about? I don't know. It just doesn't look very well put together on this one at all. So not a big fan of this one. The casting itself is pretty nice. These wheels too, I don't know if I'm sold on these wheels yet. I think this might be the first one of these I've opened in the Silver Series with these wheels on it. I know they're in the Fast Wagons, which I didn't open in a couple other lines, but they're very unique. They're almost like X's or plus shape wheels. I think they call them the 4S wheel. I don't know. I'll put the name of them up here in the corner because I can't remember what they're actually called. But they are very unique. I will say they kind of fit the car though. The rest of the car, the tampos, those are pad printed style. Same with the BMW. It looks like the whole car has pad printed tampos. And it does. This might be the only one of the series that has a full pad printed tampo application on it. So I'm not a fan of the paint on this one. Like, the color just isn't my thing. And then I think the graphics, they're just kind of I don't know. The graphics to me are kind of whack. I'm sorry if I don't know the reference, if they're supposed to be something of BMW like that I'm not seeing or don't know about, but I'm not a big fan of those. They just look very discombobulated overall. So, that one's okay, not the best. So I'm really hoping for a strong finish here. The 2001 BMW M5. So again, I said I really like sedans before. I do. I think this car in real life is awesome. I really like M5s in general. So this one, manual, V8 in this one. The next one after this, I believe, was V10, which I would love to have one of those, but I know they have a lot of problems and it's hard to find a manual version. But these are pretty killer. So they did a great job on this casting. This is the lone metal chassis of the series, which is cool because this is basically a premium casting for just a couple bucks less. And then it doesn't have rubber tires, which doesn't really matter to me. I just prefer that they have a good set of wheels on them. So this set of wheels isn't the worst, but it's not the best either. But I do think it fits the car and the era the car came out in. The like double spoke, the 5 double spoke wheels with the white line around them looks good. Or is it silver or is it white? I guess it's silver. I don't know. It depends on how you kind of hold it. I assume it's just a very metallic-y, like reflective silver. There you can kind of see it matches the car color a little bit better, but got the Hot Wheel logo, got some pad printed tampos there on the side with the BMW colors. Nothing really on the roof. You have the BMW logo up front, which is probably the cleanest one we've seen so far. These are all printer style graphics on the front, as you can see. A little bit of pixelation, but I think it fits pretty well. The yellow lights are interesting, that they chose yellow, but I think the real life car has yellow tinted lights right there. They're just very yellow on this one. And because there's no detail in them, they're just yellow balls on the front. So I don't know if I like that or not, or if I think they need more detail. I don't know. I will put a picture of the real car up here so we can kind of compare them to see if it's trash or not. But they just come off as a little bit odd from that front angle. But the car itself looks good. The silver looks good. It's got mirrors, as does, I think, all of the cars in the line, except the M1 because it's so old. It wasn't designed with mirrors. But let's take a look at the back. So the back is a mixture. No, these are all printer style graphics. You can tell from the pixelation and like kind of like the runniness of them on the taillights. And it does have a nice Hot Wheels license plate that says M5 E39. But because of those printer style graphics, they come off very pixelated. Same with the logo on the trunk, and even the M5 just looks very thick and very it just doesn't look very good. So I do like the back of the spoiler there is painted black. So overall, as a release, I think this is one of the strongest ones in the line. Obviously, because it's a winner because it has metal on metal, but I think they did a good wheel choice. The stance is right. The wheel gap is right with the plastic wheels versus the premiums that it came with. The graphics look pretty good, and then the paint doesn't have a ton of issues. It looks like there might be a little bit of a hiccup there in the corner and right there too, like almost like a chip, but it's underneath the clear coat. So a little disappointed overall in the quality of the paint in this line because the cars themselves look good. And other than the M4, I think the designs of the graphics look great. So I would say out of all these, the M1 is probably the strongest release. I think it's the cleanest looking one. It just comes off as a really high quality looking car. The M2, I think the wheel gap on this and the wheel choice devalues this one a little. It kind of cheapens it because it looks like a monster truck. Like it looks like it's jumping and the suspension is like going almost like just full, I can't remember, like full extension there. It doesn't look very good. The color itself is great, but then like I said, there's some paint issues. And again, it almost looks like you can see the casting lines like right there too through this one. So it seems like the paint quality is a little off. M3, I really wanted to like this more, but there's a lot of paint issues on this one. A lot of mold lines that you can see, and this is a little bit more of an expensive line. We do have to hold them to a higher standard than just the regular main line because these are $4 roughly. So we shouldn't be experiencing those issues there. So there's some pretty strong castings. Again, I think my winner would be the M1 and the M5. I think this is the overall best release in the line, and I think this is the runner-up, especially because it has a metal chassis. It's the sole four-door. I just think it looks really, really nice. These two are definitely my winners. If the paint would have been nicer on this one would have been up there as well. These two, now that I open them, probably going to be peg warmers. If people don't collect all 5 just for the card art and they're collecting for the cars, I think these two are going to sit because they just don't look very good. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of these? I think these are the 2 peg warmers of the line. Do you agree? Are these the peg warmers, or do I have it wrong? Are one of the others the peg warmers? Because I don't ever see this M3 being a peg warmer at all. It's just too good of a casting and too iconic of a car. This one is just an excellent casting. We don't see it a lot, so I don't think that one would be a peg warmer. And of course, this M5 metal on metal, I don't see this being a peg warmer either. So I see all 3 of these going first and then these 2 sitting. But let me know what you think of these in the comments. Have you found this line? Is this a line you're going to pick up? I'm a fan of the card art more than I think I am of the cars when I got them unboxed. They're nice, but some of the quality issues, like some of the fitment of the stance and stuff, aren't the greatest. So to me, this is one you keep carded. I hate to say that, but because of how good the card art is and how like lackluster some of these releases are when you get them opened, save them. Put them in plastics, display them, because that's the winning formula for this one. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. Do you agree? Do you think you should keep these carded, or are you going to pop these open if you find them? They are pretty cool. I mean, I do like opening cars, obviously, because I do a lot of unboxings. They do look great out of the package, but I think like in the card, like this looks so good. So to me, I think the winning, definitely keep it in the package. I just think it looks so much better, unless you want to keep them at like pull them out and display them or play with them or something. But it's even worth buying a second set just to keep in the package because that card art is so good. So I really appreciate you watching this Sam 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have so much more stuff coming up. What other set do I have? I have so many more sets. I can't even keep them all straight. So hit that little ding, 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 the little subscribe bell so you don't miss any of the uploads from the shorts to the regular ones. And then I do need to schedule a live sometime soon. I just need to figure out what I'm going to unbox live. So if you have any suggestions of what to unbox live, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to read through them and go through your suggestions as well. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.